What it is, y'all, it is that time again. It's your old boy Pilk. Make sure you guys hit that old thumbs up button. Let's get into the news because there is a ton to talk about tonight. A ton to talk about, alright? So we have a new event coming. This is going to be an all-new tale. It's going to come with its own gotchas. That was, I believe that Recollection Sir, I think it was the same Eyes and Leafy that we showed off last week. So let's go ahead and take a look at them real quick. This is Eyes, and check out that triple S stat. Now, obviously, this is fully Hero Ascended, but it doesn't look like there's any CP into this unit at all. So that's before CP. So a triple S strength stat is like no joke whatsoever. That is pretty awesome. Wise does, her first skill is going to be a slow, strength, agility, and water damage plus 60%. You heard that right. Agility plus 60%, along with strength and water damage. Now, normally we don't see both stats 60%. That's like basically what Katori did. So that's awesome. And that agility means while this effect is slow, everything from this point on is going to be pretty much the first thing you see. This is like going to be the absolute first thing you see going forward, unless somebody's got a fast stat and maybe even comparable agility. But her agility score is, double S as it is, and borderlining at 1,000. Old girl is going to be lit. Mark my words. That's going to be awesome. And foes, agility minus 30%. So if you guys want to slow down your enemies, there you go. You've already got unit. We just got Chigusa, who does a decent amount of slow. There's also the slow Hestia out there, but now you can nerf their agility, okay? It doesn't say how many turns that is, though. I'm going to wager it's probably going to be like 3 turns, because there's no reason why it would give a buff and a debuff and then not give us turns. That's a little weird. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be 3 turns, but but at this point you should have Haruhime. If you don't, the banner's gonna be going away soon. Make sure you get her. Okay. Skill 2, foes plural, fast high water physical attack, and it says foes remove agility and dex except assist skills. So she's all about just slowing down your opponent, like legit. She just cripples your opponent. Okay, buffs the crap out of herself and then just sweeps the leg is pretty much what Eyes is all about here. Okay. Skill 3. Foe singular super water physical attack with temporary strength boost. Her counter is reduces physical resistance. So literally she slows and she hits like a truck. I'm very, very, very much with my 44 Iris I have right now, very much looking forward to seeing what we could pull off with her. So, yeah, another monster unit it looks like. Those stats look really, really good. Now, to be fair, she's lacking a little bit on the magic side, so you'll need some pretty good magic assists for her. Her HP isn't the greatest, but, you can come around that. But, yeah, I'm loving those physical stats. And the fact that she cripples your opponent, really good stuff. And that's an AoE cripple, too. That's a foe's plural, like agility down, and then her second skill is removes agility and dex buffs. It's going to be hard to beat that. It's going to be really, really, really hard to beat that when it comes to just slowing down your opponent. We also have Leafy. This is the one we got the other day. Notice her triple S stat, almost 2,000 in magic. That's a rare stat for magic. Her, and I didn't talk about, I have a real bad habit of skipping over their essays. Her essay is Ultra Water Physical Attack with high penetration rate, temporary strength boost, strength, dex, and water damage plus 80% for 4 turns. So yeah, she's going to be an absolute monster. Absolute monster. And notice these units are not time limited. So they're going to be around. Like, basically, this is almost like new meta territory stuff. Alright? Leafy. Skill 1. Self 20% MP heal. That's actually really nice. And magic, dex, and water damage plus 60%. Basically, almost the same thing that Eyes had there. Agility minus 30%. That's foes. Agility minus 30% for 4 turns. So I think that means that Eyes is probably going to be 4 turns as well. So, looks like there's some questions in the translation. That's the thing. Okay. Skill 2. So not only she's going to be a magic monster and an agility debuffer. So good stuff that. Okay. Skill 2, foe singular, fast high water magic attack with magic resistance and water resistance minus 30% for 3 turns. So good stuff there. And skill 3 is a foe singular super water magic attack, skill damage plus 60% for every magic buff, kind of like we see with Goblin Slayer. Removes all water damage buffs on herself except assist skills. So actually, who was it that did that? That's not Katori. Anyway, so basically you don't have to rebuff magic after you do that, but that's just nature of someone who hits that hard sometimes. You know, there's going to have to be a downside when they're that monstrous. Her essay is foe singular, interestingly enough. Yeah, so everything maybe I didn't say skill 2 right. Skill 2 is a foe singular fast high water magic attack. So she is foe singular across the board. Essay is foe singular ultra water magic attack with temporary, I'm guessing that's magic boost. Skill damage plus 70% for every magic buff. Not every self magic buff, every magic buff. I'm guessing that includes assist skills. Reduces water damage by 70. I'm sorry. I'm messing up my numbers. I swear I can read. Reduces water resistance by 50% for 2 turns. So, yeah. Water's about to be off the damn chain. Alright? Leafy is pretty awesome. I'll cover all these again tomorrow night in the Before You Summon video. Now, we're going to get some interesting units that are Sword Oratoria related only. If you guys haven't watched the anime or read the manga or any of that stuff, you might not be familiar with some of these characters if you've only watched the DanMemo series, but these come from the side story that involves the other Familia. I haven't watched it myself either, and I haven't read any of the light novels, so they're new to me as well. I'll be completely real on that, Mark. But, you know, this is not another collab, because I know we're going to get that question. This is literally just units that you're probably not familiar with if you've only watched the original DanMemo series surrounding Bell. So, we could do a whole video about that. In fact, I really want to watch the series and cover it on its own, because I loved Season 1 and Season 2 of DanMemo, and Sword Oratoria is like a little bit of a different story type, because it's a lot more serious, and it dives deeper into some of those otherwise side characters in the original story that are kind of like main characters over here. Anyway, I digress. Alicia. Skill 1. Allies. Fast magic, agility, and water damage plus 30%. Strength/AoE defense 30% for 5 turns. Interesting. So, she gives herself a strength she gives all of her allies strength and AoE defense along with her big buff. That's really interesting. I'll have to think about that. Because that's very, very good. Like, 100%, that's very good. But it's weird how you'd have to wind up using that, and whether or not her buff is really going to be that great. Because remember, her buff is only going to apply to people who don't have self-buffs. So, yeah, you gotta be weird. It's going to be weird. Anyway, skill 2 is foes plural. Fast high water magic attack with ultra encounter rate. Removes all strength and magic buffs except assist skills. Skill 3, notice that removes all strength and magic buffs. Both. We were just looking for a unit that did that. Here's another one. Okay. Foe singular. Skill 3. Foe singular. High water magic attack with unguard rate, ultra unguard rate, and temporary magic boost. So she's not going to be like a crazy unit, but she's going to be a really awesome supporter. Okay. Her essay is ultra water magic attack with high penetration rate, temporary magic buff, removes all buffs except assist skills. Removes all buffs. All of them. Everything gone. Done. Everything's done. I like that, except assist skills, obviously. I like that a lot. That's actually that first like support type essay that I think is going to be really awesome. Okay, Elfi. Skill 1, allies. Avoid KO when HP is greater than 10%. Removed when HP is less than 10%. Allies. Strength magic, fire damage, strength, magic, and fire damage plus 25% for 4 turns. Skill 2, foes, plural, super fire magic attack with high penetration with temporary magic boost and drains enemies' MP by 20%. Hold up. Did you just hear what I heard? Foes, plural, now it goes super fire magic attack with high penetration rate, temporary magic boost, drains enemies' MP by 20%. That wargame team I showed yesterday might have a new ally on it. I'm just saying. Interesting unit. I'm waiting to see how that works out. Skill 3. Foe singular. High fire magic attack with ultra unguard rate with temporary magic boost and drains 15% MP. So, yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how she works out. That'll be a lot of fun. All right. We have Bell, and I think Bell's going to be free to play. It says he's time limited, and the stats don't look all that hot. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this guy's probably going to be a free to play unit. Just kind of the stats are all there, and he's the last unit that's in this list. That's usually how they list these guys. Skill 1 is foe singular mid-fire magic attack, allies physical and magic resist plus 20% for 4 turns. Skill 2 is foe singular low-fire magic attack, self-magic and fire attack damage plus 40% for 4 turns. And skill 3 is foe singular high-fire magic attack with physical resistance, magic resistance, and fire resistance plus 20%. Down, I'm sorry, it says plus 20%. 20% minus 20% for 4 turns. I was like, that's weird. Yeah, so magic and fire goes down. Physical, magic, and fire both go down for 4 turns. That's actually really good. That last skill is really good for a free-to-play. So that's not bad. And you're going to be able to MLB him from the tail probably, or something of that nature. He'll drop in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So, free-to-play unit. If you're... I mean, even if you're exclusively free-to-play, you'll probably be able to pull some of these other units. But I'm going to be real. I was free-to-play for an extremely long time, and I rarely use my free-to-play units, like in extreme situations. Okay? New Hestia. She's an assist, obviously. Allies. Critical penetration rate, counter rate, plus 10%, and self 10% MP regen. The MP regen is huge. Huge. I'm actually been looking forward to something like that. And I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong here, I think that's the first 10% critical that we've actually seen in-game. At least that's on multiple units. So that's a big critical buff there. Big critical buff. Oh, I'm sorry. This Hestia. Like I said, big critical buff there. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing what she's going to do. That's good stuff. And we've got Hephaestus. Allies, magic plus 20%, fire and water attack 15%. Now, that's all allies magic 20%. Remember, the unit that I kind of always go back to when I'm doing physical is the assist that does 20% to whoever she's tied to, 15% across the board. So that's meta changing for my magic players. So Hephaestus is going to be really, really, really good. All right, we're far from done here, guys. Far from done. There's a lot more to talk about here. So don't tune out yet. Danmachi Side Story, Sword Oratoria Volume 5, not yet animated, will be available as a fully voiced long tail. A fully voiced long tail. Guys, basically, this is another situation, and this is what I always say when I love this game. We are getting basically, this is only, I don't know if it's in the manga or not, but you know, manga / at minimum light novel only story. Has not been animated yet, and we're going to get it as a long tail with full voice acting. In a gacha game. You know, this is something they would normally do for, like, you know, a PlayStation, any kind of console game, and we're getting it as a gacha game. How awesome is that? 2, event gacha coins required halved. That's awesome. Plus, the grand prize for 15th round is a 4-star guaranteed ticket. So this is the new Longtail. Clear the event and limit break 4-star ready. Okay, that's that 4-star belt we were talking about. So, yeah. Good stuff, that. Here's what the banners are going to look like. You've got Hestia, Leafy, and Elfi on one banner. And I can't remember her name. I'm going to go back up here and cheat. Alicia. So, Eyes, Alicia, and Hephaestus all on another banner. So, yeah, good stuff, that. Now, here's something we've already talked about, but you need to be aware of. Familia Wargame is coming back. Familia Wargame is going to be back. Not this week, it's actually next week. But we're in the pre-round right now, and we are going to have a few slots open in our Familia. So, if you want to join the Familia, definitely click the Discord link down below. There's a Familia application section. Just put in your application, follow all the descriptions in the pinned message, and you'll be good to go. All right. That's that. There will come with a war game, a training war game. This is that usual war game that doesn't give you like very good rewards. We just had one of these, but we're getting another one because we've got another Familia war game. You can kind of expect those two are going to coincide. Record Buster is actually back this week. This should be this week's Record Buster, and it is going to be Oratoria again. If you don't remember how he works, we'll cover him in his own video, and it looks like he's that light type? I think he's light type. Interesting. But he'll be in his own video after the event drops. So, upgrade support campaign. Interesting here. All right. Main story stamina is halved. Enhanced level great success rate doubled. So as you're leveling units, your great success rate chances are doubled. Exalia quests and Fallen quests, all of those are unlocked for the Fallen quest. The Exalia quest stamina is halved. The drop rates doubled for Fallen quests. That's flippin' awesome. And Fallen quest drop rates doubled. Isn't that the same thing? I think one of those is supposed to say stamina halved. I think is what that's supposed to say, because it's two of the same thing there. Yeah. So, yeah, that's awesome, because I need books and I need Fauna like crazy. Everything I've farmed up out of the current event is just, it's done its thing. We are getting a heroic trial for the wedding units. It looks like just Tione and Lily on this one, which means we'll probably get another one here in just a few week or so. But new heroic trial. So there you go, guys. Now, one of the things that I did notice, that I've done a couple of heroic trials for units I don't have, so I've got those bonds. It's actually worth, because you could still trade that bond for dupe. So you can do that and still get those black gems that give you hero lights. So I'll talk all about that here in a video coming up, because I've got, our first of the month video coming up this weekend, and I got something interesting lined up for that. New login bonus, and that is a ton of tickets, y'all. Basically, let's see, how many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Every week, you're getting a new 4-star ticket. Log in every day, guys. Log in every single day. This one is, I believe, let's see here, the 7th. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Repeat button. So they're working on developing what people have been asking for, a repeat button after you beat an event. And that, frankly, as much as I'm like, it's really not that big a deal, it actually kind of is, because I can't tell you how many times I would just, like, when I'm doing like farming up of like the gacha quests and things like that, just bam, 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 and make it real quick. Because I'm like, even with auto, the grind's getting kind of crazy. The grind is getting pretty nuts. So that is something that they're working on, and it's not going to be here yet, guys, but be aware it is in development, so we're going to be getting it shortly. The 7th zone. We're finally getting weapon ascension. Words. Weapon ascension, just like you can ascend units. We don't have all the details on it, but it is coming, guys. It is coming, okay? So you'll be able to basically take these gems over here, kind of like we have smelting stones. You'll be able to take those gems, and then, because, I mean, one even looks like you can tell what's supposed to be the Hero Light version, and one's supposed to be the Hero or the Ascension Fauna. In this case, it's like the Ascension material. It's literally they just took the concept of Ascension Fauna and Hero Light and applied it to smelting stones. It's pretty straightforward stuff. But yeah, there makes sense, doesn't it? But that's going to be coming shortly. There is no update on that. Like, we don't have a date or anything, but it is something coming. So I would expect it on the next big update. Now, the roadmap has changed. I'll do a whole video just on the roadmap, but you can see where we're kind of progressing along. And I think this is that Familia war game that we're getting next time around. So I think that's what that is. So yeah. A lot of stuff, but this gives you an idea of what's coming up. I know it's not in English. I have the English version somewhere. I just didn't get a chance to pull it out for this particular video, but lots and lots and lots of things. And there's still, this is that OVA thing they were talking about. Sword Oratoria, I think this is actually the one at the top. And so this game ain't going nowhere, guys. This game has a specified path on through this year, and I'm sure they haven't even given it to us yet, but I'm sure into the new year. This is new whale bundles, guys, and now that I'm like actually putting more money into this game, you can bet that I'm going to be buying at least a couple of these. These I think are well worth. They're usually a little bit more. I think last time around they were 600 paid iris, which is a really phenomenal deal for what you get there. And those were 1,000 last time. I think those used to be. I think they used to be 1,600, but now they're like 1,000 paid iris, and that's crazy worth. That's well worth for everything you get there. I mean, 2 guaranteed tickets, and they're usually for the current events, so expect your old boy to be dropping some bones in this game at some point. Okay? So here's everything that's coming. This is this week. It says 2/27, that's JP time. It's going to be on tomorrow that we're getting all this. The long tail, the new long tail, the crossing, the new gotchas, the special mini bundles, basically the whale boxes we just looked at, heroic trials for the wedding units, record buster, March season 1, that's for Otaro, the Otaro record buster's dropping, upgrade support campaign. That's where everything is like now suddenly like half price everything, and we're great successes rates are doubled. So then on Thursday, under Resort Crossing login bonus. Login bonuses generally do start on Thursday. So log in every day, and then at the end of the week, you'll get that 4-star ticket. No reason not to, guys. It doesn't take you very long at all to log into this game. Well, it takes longer than some games, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And then starting next week on the 4th, and I believe that's actually the 3rd for us, and that should be next Wednesday. Familia, is that next Wednesday? Hold up, I think that's actually Tuesday. Let's take a look here and pull up my calendar. That is Monday, actually. No, yeah, Tuesday. I was looking at the wrong date. So Tuesday, Familia Wargame drops. Be aware that it's not happening on Wednesday, it's happening on Tuesday. And the Ultimate Wargame Trial drops. So be aware of that, guys. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff coming. I know this was a long one, but there was a lot to talk about. So there's the video, guys. Let me know what y'all thought in the comment section down below. That's going to be the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow up Birdman. Hit me up a Booker. I'll be back at you guys with more DanMemo. We actually have the damage test that I promised you guys. The redo of Oka's damage test coming up this afternoon. As well as for my Dokkan folks, a lot of Dokkan material as well that we've been slacking on, so expect a lot today. And then, of course, tomorrow night we'll have the live stream at 9 p.m. just in time for all this stuff to drop. So, hope to see you guys there for that. If nothing else, I'll catch you on the next one.